Welcome back to the YouTube. Just about to go in for Ruben. We are currently in Leicester for the UKDFBA finals. Ruben is competing in the, my mind has just gone blank, junior bodybuilding category. He looks fucking phenomenal. I'm not going to put any pressure on him. There's no expectation, but he should be super fucking proud of what he's brought to stage, as am I, in terms of the effort he's put in, the relationship we've built. I'm just super amped and excited to get in there. I want to get off the fucking camera and get in there, so let's go. Oh, mate. Yeah, okay. You're just going to continue. Yeah, you're going to continue to dry out, and then as soon as, just drive these back a bit towards me. Think about squeezing these down and back. Yeah, man. How bodybuildery do you want to go here? Have you got a sock on? Mate, that is fucking phenomenal. That's legit peeled. That's, as a first timer junior, that's legit. That's as legit as it gets. There you go, there's a free ass. Right, okay, you're all mic'd up, ready to go. Talk me through, for me, right, this is like part and parcel of the coaching client, like the whole competing thing, especially for Ruben, because this is his first time, is like what he's experienced mentally, his development as a human being. Yeah, it's great getting on stage, but I think, well, I'll let you say. I think there's a lot that you've probably learned about yourself and this experience, and I just want to, sort of delve into where your head's at the moment and what you're feeling and what you've had to do to get here. And
yeah, the thing with a prep like this, your first time round, you don't know what to expect, so you don't know what you're going to get out of it. But then every day, every week, every session, you sort of pick up these little bits of information, this little bit of experience that you then apply further into your next session, into the next week. And then you almost look back to what you were doing the month before and think, you've completely changed so much about yourself from what you've learned.
I just want to jump in as well and say that Ruben has honestly, he has not missed a fucking beat, not a step, and this kid's not just been locked in robot mode, doing, he's not had it easy. He's been traveling up and down the UK. He's had to move countries. He's trying to sort out visas. He's originally, from South Africa, family from South Africa, South African passport. Parents live in Dubai, but goes to uni in the UK. But he's currently here on a visit visa, which expires in November, and he's trying to stay so that he can continue doing uni. He's got all of these stresses and this shit going on, and he's managed it so fucking well.
The thing is, with those stressors, the things that sort of you'd expect it to take away from the experience, it's just made it's solidified.
Do you feel like it's made you better?
Yeah, it's made me so much better to where I have to be so meticulous to work around all these different things that are going to get in the way, that I'm so ahead of it that it ends up not bothering me, and then if it does, it just makes me appreciate the days where those things don't come into play. I can really hit things on the head and get it 100%.
I think for me, for my first prep, and I know he'll attest to this as well, is that you find out a lot about yourself, what you're prepared to put yourself through, what you're prepared to do for your goals and your aspirations, and just it's like leveling up, isn't it? It's like finding new levels of what you're capable of.
And sometimes the goals are so small. It's you're not thinking about competing, you're thinking about finishing your steps.
Yeah,
or you're thinking about,
I've got 1,000 to do tonight, and you're like, but it's such a small, but it all adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have those huge goals, and then you have those goals that you take by the hour.
Where's your head at the moment, emotionally? How are you feeling?
So up and down with the people messaging me and people sending me things saying that they're watching the live stream or whatever. And then earlier I clicked on my playlist, I put my playlist on, it went to my cardio playlist, and it just took me back to all those mornings where I finished my steps, and I think I've got 30 minutes, I've got 5 minutes to do 6 times.
Yeah, when you divide the 30 minutes into like 5 or 6, and then you're working through
and then
the minutes.
Those last 5 minutes, I almost count down the second for each minute. Then it hits 4 minutes, I need to do those 60 seconds again.
Mate.
And then that last minute is
such a prep thing.
And then by that last minute, you're like, in 20 minutes, I'll be sat down eating my first meal.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've got my meal plan in my head. I know how I'm going to cook it. I know where I'm going to be sat. And then it's those small little goals that you just need to tick off. You're literally taking cardio by the minute, steps by the 1,000, and you just have to tick those things off one by one. And then at the end of the day, you sit back and you have this huge poster board of everything you've done.
I've got one for you.
Or the days.
Conte, organ defence.
Honestly,
legit.
I went to the GP 5 different times when they said they know what's wrong, they don't know why it's happened, they don't know what to do, and they just take paracetamol. I tried all the remedies and stuff. As soon as organ defence went in, I haven't felt it since.
That's a plug if you ever wanted one. Organ defence.
Yeah, that. And the thing is, when I first took it, I was still going to the doctor and then just scrapped the rest of the appointments.
Just for reference as well, obviously Ruben's Natty, but this is for a kidney, kidney issue.
Yeah.
So obviously organ defence, it's like an all-in-one heart, liver, kidney. But I knew that would aid and help manage the issues he's having with like flushing. Was it fluid or?
It was a sodium fluid balance.
Imbalance.
And if it was, even if there were some days where if it was really high sodium on a certain meal, I'd be able to feel the effects of it. And if I spread it out across the day, then it's just sort of a stagnant level of irritation. Yeah, but then it was just something I dealt with, and it would come and go. As soon as the organ defence went in,
it
faded, and it's just the way that the efficiency of my kidneys and the way that I've been utilising the fluids so much better.
Yeah.
It's been
I know
unreal.
it would help. One last question: excited or nervous? Combination of the two.
That's the thing. Whatever, it's the same. It's just adrenaline. However you channel it is what decides how it's going to come out. You can use that adrenaline and think about it with a certain mindset. You can push it one way, you can pull it the other way.
Are you looking forward to getting on stage?
I can't wait. The last few days, all I've been thinking about is they need to let me on that stage.
This is Tyler. This is Ruben's girlfriend. She's been an absolute gem, supporting him and helping him and dealing with his shit. So I just thought I'd pull her over and get her on the YouTube because she deserves it.
He says she was. It was less of supporting me and more just putting up with me.
Yeah.
And the lifestyle surrounding it.
I'm pretty happy with where he's at. I think we'll assess the situation again in another hour or so. But I think we can we'll just hold on to this look and then it'll just improve from there. I just had a bit of a moment. Just sat there with Ruben, and it's first of all, how incredibly grateful I am to be able to do this. It's insane. And I don't mean just the bodybuilding and the coaching and the prepping. It's the relationships. What I've got with these lads, it's oh man, it's fucking special. And watching him go through what he's been through and working so closely and intimately with him, and that applies to all of the lads that I'm working with. And then watching it come to fruition and achieving their goals, but he's not even got on stage yet. But what he's already achieved prior to getting on stage is such a massive win, and he should be so proud because I couldn't be more proud, and yeah, I think I'm just incredibly grateful, and I just wanted to get that on camera. So.
bird's eye view. I'd circle around the world and keep on coming back to you. In my floating castle, I'd rub shoulders with the stars, but I'm only human, and I'm drifting in the dark. I'm up in space, up in space, I've searched around the universe, been down some black holes, there's nothing but space, man. And I wanna go home. If I was an astronaut, I'd speak to satellites. My navigation systems would search for other life.
Like his mentality coming off stage. Obviously, I don't know how much of the lineup you'll have captured, but it was obviously this is the British finals. The standard was phenomenal. Like natural bodybuilding is alive and kicking. Like it is fucking really, really good. Didn't make top 5, but genuinely, I couldn't be more proud and happy with the physique brought to stage. And his mentality coming off stage it encompasses everything about what makes a successful bodybuilder. Like, it's about being patient. It's about giving it time. Like you don't just, if you having expectations of doing well within the first year, 2, or even 3 years, you're setting yourself up to fail. From the first show to this show, you've massively, massively improved. And we've just had a conversation. My concern that his headspace would be a bit off, but you're just happy to be up there. And
I've been saying the whole way through, especially since that first show, everything that's happened since we started letting condition come in, started working on posing, every single thing I've learned, all those experiences, I won before I even got on stage. That getting on stage, getting that outlet is just the exciting part. But walking off the stage, nothing's changed from what led up to that point. And because I've learned so much that I'm going to be applying for the rest of my career.
This is a bodybuilding mentality. Like, this is a winner's mentality.
The goal was never to win. The fact that we had a warm-up show was to get data. But realistically, every single show you're warming up for something bigger.
Yeah,
you're always warming up for something bigger. So you need to remove yourself from whatever you're trying to get from this one show. See what can you apply to the next one until you're going to retire. But that applies for years and years and years.
I couldn't be more proud of this kid. Give me some love. Mate, you did amazing. I'm very fucking proud of you.
And we did look fucking lean
you
up.
did. Mate, you were one of the most conditioned up there. Honestly, you were.
If we got posing,
just posing stamina.
but we got classic posing up next, so
and
a whole different level as well.
And just a little bit more time and size. Like, because you're so tall, like you can be imposing. It's just legs and arms.
And we've said that since the start of the off season.
You're broad. It's like you got a fucking coat hanger in your t-shirt. Do you know what I mean? You're broad. You've got nice lines. You've got good muscle bellies. You just need more size.
But the thing we can take from all of that is the potential.
Yeah,
the potential we've got to improve is there.
And
if we said, "Oh, your shoulders they're a bit narrow, we can't do anything about that. We'll try to put some tissue on," I'd be a bit upset with my
the other
genetics.
thing is as well is from where we started in that when we first started working together to the end of the improvement phase and the size you put on as well.
Yeah.
Like we know that you can grow.
Every few months since I've been working with you, I look back and go, I didn't know this was possible.
Yeah.
I remember the first time when I saw 95 kg on the scale, I was like, fuck, I can put on some tissue. Then one day in the middle of the day, I stood on it and it was over 100 and I was thinking, shitting
Mate, everything
hell.
you're going through, right, is everything that I've ever, like, it's the same shit. I can remember hitting like 116 years ago and thinking, fucking hell, 116 kilos, I'm well heavy. And then I got to 120 after my next dieting phase, and I was like, that's fucking heavy. Last time was 128, and I was like,
that's what I mean. Those boxes are
never 130 something.
They're never a finish line. They're just another little scratch that you're getting towards a bigger goal.
That's it.
There's never a line where you're like, when I wake up and weigh this much, I'm a bodybuilder. I'll be happy with it. The whole process leading up to that, every single little pound that you gain, and then when you get to that point, you know how much potential you have to keep driving it forward.
And did you enjoy it?
Mate, I love bodybuilding.
I'm up in space.